Chhatrapati Samhaj Raj, Samhaj, Chhatrapati Samhaj Raj Bhosale or Shamhuraj, 1657–1689, was the Maratha emperor and successor of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. At that time, the most powerful enemy of the Marathas was the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. He played a major role in ending the rule of Bijapur and Golconda from India. Samhaj Raj was famous for his bravery. Samhaj Raj fought 210 wars during his short reign, and one of the main things in this was that his army was not defeated in a single war. Distressed by his bravery, Aurangzeb had vowed that he would not put his shirt on his head until Chhatrapati Samhaj Raj was caught. On March 11, 1689, Aurangzeb murdered Chhatrapati Samhaj Maharaj with great cruelty. At the age of 9, Chhatrapati Samhaj Raj accompanied Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in his famous visit to Agra. Coming out of the prison of Aurangzeb, on the return of Punyashlok Chhatrapati Maharaj to Maharashtra, as a result of the agreement with the Mughals, Samhajaraj was honoured by the Mughal emperor with the post of Raja and Panchhajari Mansab. He was posted, 1668, with the Maratha army in the Mughal cantonment of Aurangabad. This job was not acceptable to him as he was the son of the king of the era. But due to the beginning of the establishment of Hindavi Swarajya and to follow the order of Father Punyashlok Chhatrapati Sri Shivaji Maharaj, at the age of only 9 years, he did such a responsible but humiliating work with patience. In only 14 years of his age, he wrote these 3 Sanskrit texts: Budbhushan, Nakshik, Nayakapit and Satshatak. Due to the politics of some people in the Ashtapradhan Mantribal established after the coronation of Shivaji Maharaj and Hindu Swarajya, this sensitive prince was greatly damaged. Despite being mighty, he was kept away from many battles. Naturally sensitive, Samhaj Raj went to the Mughals as per the order of his father Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, so that he could mislead them. Because at the same time the Maratha army had returned from Digvihi in the south and they needed time to re-energize. That's why Shivaji Maharaj Ji had sent him to mislead the Mughals. He was a monarchy. Later Chhatrapati Sri Shivaji Maharaj Ji freed him from the Mughals with his politics. After the death of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, April 3, 1680, some people tried to enthrone Rajaram, the younger brother of Chhatrapati Samhaj Maharaj. But Senapati Hambirao Mahite, who had spite being Rajaram's maternal uncle, he failed in this attempt, and on January 16, 1681 Samhaj Maharaj was duly coronated. In the same year Akbar, the rebellious son of Aurangzeb, fled south and took shelter of Dharmavir Chhatrapati Sri Samhaj Maharaj. Along with fighting alone with the Mughals, Portuguese, English and other enemies, he also had to fight with the enemies under him. Some supporters of Rajaram, who failed to make Rajaram the Chhatrapati, wrote a letter requesting Aurangzeb's son Akbar to invade the state and make it the mark of the Mughal Empire. But being familiar with the bravery of Chhatrapati Samhaj Maharaj and being his dependent, Akbar sent that letter to Chhatrapati Samhaj. Enraged by this treason, Samhaj Maharaj gave death sentence to his feudatories. However, he also built the mausoleum of one of them, Samant named Balaji Ayafyi, whose letter of pardon was received by Sri Chhatrapati Samhaj after the death of that Samant. In 1683 he defeated the Portuguese. At the same time he was staying in Sangameshwar for some political reason. On the day when he was about to leave for Raigurh, on the same day some villagers wanted to earn their problems. Because of which Chhatrapati Samhaj Maharaj sent only 200 soldiers with him and sent the rest of the army to Raigurh. At the same time, one of his Fito Organaji Shirk, who was the brother of his wife Yesubai, to whom he had refused to give the Wadandari, along with the Mughal Sardar Makarbh Khan, reached there with an army of 5,000 through a secret route. It was a path known only to the Marathas. That's why Samhaj Maharaj never thought that the enemy would come from this side. He tried to fight, but the resistance of 200 soldiers could not work in front of such a large army, and he was taken prisoner along with his friend and only advisor Kavikalasha, February 1, 1689. Aurangzeb had their tongues cut off and their eyes gouged out. On March 11, 1689, the Hindu New Year day, both of them were cut into pieces and murdered. It is said that before the murder, Aurangzeb told Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj that if even one of my 4 sons was like you, then the whole of India would have been included in the Mughal Sultanate long ago. When the pieces of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj were thrown into the river of Tulapur, the people living on that side collected them and stitched them together, after which they performed his last rites. Mughals continued this sacrifice of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj and the work of giving him pain for a month on the advice of Aurangzeb, and tortured him for a month and finally killed him by cutting his body into pieces from feet to neck. Some people say, earlier Aurangzeb had demanded them to leave their Hinduism and adopt the religion of Mughals, but Sambhaji, the son of era-promoting King Chhatrapati Shivaji Raj and who had full devotion and faith in his religion, reprimanded this demand and did not accept Islam at all. Aurangzeb was informed about his decision to do so.